Hello everybody, welcome to the far out world of coffee creations, a match made in heaven, the promise of a lifetime, and our special awesome family. Yeah, this is another one of those all channel vlogs that I wanted to do. It's Scarlett here, and I wanted to kind of explain a situation that's been going on that's basically just happened to me. Hold on a second, let me
4:04 p.m. Screen curtain off.
Oops, it's not what I wanted to
Screen
do.
curtain off.
Speech off. Speech off.
Speech off.
Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to explain this because it happened in my life, and I kind of want to help you guys with something like this because, you know, y'all need it, okay? Everybody needs, sometimes y'all just need a change. I mean, there's times where change is good. There's times where change, yeah, is good, but it sucks. And recently, this past Sunday, the reason I haven't gotten my Far Out vlogs uploaded, which I'm going to try to get them done today. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to try to get a Match Made in Heaven's New Year's Eve one done. I still haven't gotten it done, and that's because of what I'm about to talk to you about. So there's been a change in my life, and I wanted to explain it to everyone. So I'm going to just get a cup of coffee. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's based off of something I'm going to do this weekend. And I'm just lazy and I don't feel like mixing up everything, so I'm just going to grab something and I'm going to make me up some coffee based on something. Well, I don't know. I might mix up something. I don't know. I might just, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to have these. I'm going to have a couple of these. I don't feel like stirring today. I'm lazy. I just woke up just a few short hours ago, so we're going to go with that. But basically, I let go of my other thing that I do. I don't do that anymore. I basically no longer do the other job that I have. And I don't mean the shelter, I mean the other one that I had. I'm no longer doing internet radio. It was a long decision, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, it was the right thing for me because basically I wanted to be more focused on my YouTube life. And you can't do several jobs and not wear yourself down. And when you have a day, if you work at a day program, for example, or go to a day program to socialize, if you have a job, you know, if you're, for example, my shows, they were on during the day, during when I was supposed to do day work. That doesn't work, you guys. You can't run a show when you're socializing people because you're not allowed to use electronics. You can't do that. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna not do that. So I gave that up. And so I was like, okay, we're giving that up. And also, you know, we're giving that up, but we're going to start working on YouTube stuff. And let me tell you, it was not easy to do, okay, because I loved what I did. And when you love something you do, it's not easy to just let something go. But there are times that you have to realize and be realistic. Okay, you have to be freaking realistic. You can't do everything. You know, and a lot of people were trying to tell me that I was discouraging Rocky, my mom. Oh, you're just saying that she can't do it, she ain't good enough. No. That's not what I was doing. What I was doing was trying to help her to not wear herself thin. I was, guys, doing 2 YouTube channels, plus internet radio, plus day program was killing me. Mentally. It was stressing me out. It was way too much trying to keep up with the shows, and even, you know, doing one show. It doesn't matter whether it's 2, 3, it's just doing one show plus 2 channels plus you know, the day program. It's not easy to do. It's not easy. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way, y'all. It just doesn't work that way. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're just going to, I'm gonna set this there for a second so I can put water in the Keurig real quick. But here's the thing, y'all. It wasn't that I was trying to discourage her. She loves what she does. She loves DJing, but at the same time, you don't know who all listens over there, first of all. Second of all, she's got such a fan base. She's got one hell of a fan base over on our Special Austin family. She does. Okay, she's got a fan base. She knows it. She's got over 500 subscribers. You know, oops. She's got a hell of a fan base there. And so it's like, she knows what she's got there. Okay? She knows it. She loves it. And, you know, and here's the thing too. I love what I do on Far Out. I love what I do for, I love what I do for Far Out. I love what I do for our Match Made in Heaven. I love helping Mom over on our Special Austin family. Okay? I love doing that. It's fun. Okay? It's a heyday. I love it. But I couldn't do everything, guys. It's not realistic. And so, you know, if there's a dream that you're chasing, but you have other stuff getting in the way, guess what? You're not going to succeed at it because there's too much stuff clogging up your schedule. And if you want to be successful, you've got to sometimes give up even a dream that you've had for years. Like if something is successful, oh, Justin, honey, never mind, I will put it between my legs because you have to be on the TV tray. Never mind, just lay there, dude. I was not thinking he was up there because the tray was empty. There you go, lay on the TV tray, piglet. Anyway, but, and I hope I didn't burn him because he's stupid enough to lay up there. I guess I didn't because he didn't react, so that's a good thing. I tell you, these guys sometimes are so dumb. They lay up there and I try to put a hot drink up there and I can't put anything up there. And this coffee cup is not the coldest in the world. It just came right out of a Keurig. But luckily I didn't burn him because he didn't screech, so that's a good thing. He did look like, what the fuck are you doing? Pardon my French. This is why, dude. This is why you talk. Let me know you're up here. Hey, you. Justin. Yeah, you. I'll beat your side. I'll beat your side. It's just laying there like, I don't give a shit. Beat on me. I can thump him like a puppy. Like a small dog. And he's like, I don't care. Go ahead, thump me. I don't care. Hey, Thumpy, if you're watching, I should have named this cat Thumpy. I swear to God, I should have named him Thumpy. He should have been the male version of Thumpy. Should have named him Thumpalumpagus. Anyway, but, you know, if you have a dream, but you have all this other stuff getting in the way, you're not going to succeed in anything that you're doing, okay? You're really not. Because you're not going to be able to keep it scheduled. You're not going to be able to do it to the best of your ability. You have to have, one, a clear headspace. And when your mind is all clogged up with, I got to get ready for work, I've got to get ready for a show, I got to get ready for this, you're not going to be in a clear headspace. Okay? And what I'm encouraging you to do, if you have something that you really want to succeed, even if it means, guys, giving up something you truly wanted as a child. I had wanted to be a DJ ever since I was a little girl. Even if it means giving something up that you wanted as a child to do something you never thought was possible, take a leap of faith, as Lionel Cartwright would say. It's a leap of faith. I'm now leaning towards my YouTube channels taking off. The Far Out World of Coffee Creations and A Match Made in Heaven. I'm banking on them now taking off more. Because in my opinion, the other thing just wasn't doing it. I worked my butt off, but to me, to no avail. Clancy, please don't start. To me, it was to no avail. And I worked and worked and worked. And you know what? At least with Far Out, it's only a couple hours a day if I do daily things. If it's not daily, it's not daily. It doesn't have to necessarily be daily. But if it is, it's only a freaking couple hours a day and it's done and it's over with. And the rest of the day, I have to chill and do what I want. Anyway.
Speech on. Time record. Pause. Button. Resume recording. Pause. Button. Speech off.
Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. But anyway. It's just, you've got to understand that there's going to be times where change is going to be crazy, but guess what? That is good. There's going to be times where change is going to be crazy, but you know what? You've got to do it sometimes. You might not want to. And I mean, I prayed about this for weeks now. Because I knew I wasn't getting stuff done in time for the other place. And I'm like, I knew then that I had to really step down and do what I knew I was doing. I knew what I was doing. And I was like, you know what? This is what I love to do. And I'm banking on this taking off. So if any of you, you know, like I said, if any of you guys want to help me out, feel free to share the Far Out World of Coffee Creations on Facebook, on X. You know, feel free to share it on social media and get it out there. If you know friends, if you're on our Special Awesome family, there's a heck of a bunch of people over there. If you guys know friends who love coffee and want to see some crazy flavors, all in audio format where people don't have to worry about looking at a screen while they're driving or anything, feel free to send a link to the channel to them. I'd greatly appreciate it. Because honestly, if I can, I would love, what I'd love to see happen, what would make my day is to be able to possibly do live streams down the road this year. That is the goal for this year. For both channels. It's just, you know, do some live streaming and audio and you know, do that. So if you know anybody who would want to see it, I'd appreciate the help. And I'm, like I said, it's going to be, I have, like I said, a couple of vlogs I got to get done for Far Out yet that I've got to record. I got them done. I just have been struggling with this decision for the past few weeks, and that's why I haven't gotten them uploaded. Which, if I don't get them up today, I will definitely get them up tomorrow. I definitely am going to get this uploaded first right away so that everybody has this news. But now you know, I'm doing this full time. Even though, you know, nothing's monetized, I'm just concentrating on this full time. Where I can concentrate on what I'm doing and get it done and not have to worry about any other stuff. And the other thing I've been doing too, and if it's anybody that knows about a change, it's my staff, Samantha. We both have been going through a job change. She changed jobs. She's still a staff, still my staff, because I decided after the incident, you know, when she had stopped working with me, and remember I said, you know, over on Far Out. Now, those of you on A Match Made in Heaven, I don't know if you guys knew, but I know our Special Awesome family did not, so I am going to repeat this for those that didn't. We were looking for a couple of things in the house that we couldn't find. We don't know where in the world it went. But a pack of K-Cups came up missing. I can't say what they were. Far Out, you guys already know. Our Special Awesome family, you guys don't know, and the reason I'm not saying what kind it is because it's part of A Match Made in Heaven's Vlogmas this year. I'm not going to say what day, but it is part of it. So Far Out viewers, do not say anything. Clancy, stop. Don't meow at me. Don't be getting stinking mouthy with me, boy. Dude. You have food and water. Stop it. I hate when he does this. And he's not even in that stinking closet. I don't know why he claws at that closet. He aggravates the crap out of me when he does that crap. And I have to deal with that. That's another reason why I had to give up the other job. Because these brats will not stop. Especially the one. What the hell, Clancy? Stop imitating your brother. Stop that. Yes. Yes. Stop. Yes. I can argue with you. I will argue. Yes. Don't tell me no. You folks on our Special Awesome family are seeing me argue with my cat. He argues with me all the time. Doesn't he, Justin? Doesn't he, Justin? Justin! He just lays out stretches. Really? Oh no, please, no. Don't roll over like that. No, I am not. No. Weirdo. Yuck, Justin. No. Dude, that's disgusting. No. Basically, guys, he laid on his back with his back legs at me. That's all I'm going to get into. He does that all the time. I'm like, ew, dude, that's disgusting. No, I am not going to rub your belly when you're... No. If you were laying with your side toward me and your belly up, okay, that's fine, but you're not putting your back legs spread apart wide. No. Sicko. Justin, you're a freaking sicko. You know what? You're a freaking sicko, cat. I'll just rub your freaking side, dude. I ain't rubbing your belly, perverted weirdo. Yuck. Giving yourself some air or what, dude? Anyway. He's laying on his back, like frog position, instead of like with his feet in the air. It's like, dude, why are you doing that? All I'll say is if he rolls off, it's his own fault. Yeah, because he's not big enough to be caught. Nope. But just, you know, guys, I'm encouraging you. Don't take on too much. Don't wear yourself thin, because if you do, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's really, really not. It is not a good thing, guys. I just want you to know it's not pretty. Because it will drain you. You will be sleep deprived. You will be not able to put your best foot forward if you're worn too thin. And you don't want to do that. And you'll find out what I'm drinking on, I believe it's Friday. You'll find out what I had today, because I'm drinking it again on Friday. Now, unfortunately, there's been a little snafu, and we won't be having songs with it, unfortunately. So, it'll just be something like Morning Grace. It'll probably be a Morning Grace thing. And we'll just put that up. So, I just wanted y'all to know what's going on, because, yeah. I just grabbed this because it was quick, and Mom already knows what it is, so Mama can't tell. But I think it's going to be Friday is the date. So there will be something up for that. Because unfortunately, I've got a song that I wrote, but unfortunately we can't share it anymore to ourselves or to each other. So there was a bug somewhere, a bug. I don't know what happened with our friendly AI app, but it got a bug somewhere. But anyway, so that's why there won't be songs on it this year, but next year there will be. Hopefully. Prayerfully, I got, thankfully, thank the Lord, I was able to get all the Vlogmas stuff done for the next few years to pre-record for a Match Made in Heaven, so that's a good thing. And I've got a plan for 2028, which is fun. And that's already started. I just have to get the intros done, get the music done, and record the first one, and I could get that started. But anyway, so that's why I said I got so much to work on, and trying to do that, plus the internet stuff, plus a day program. Yeah, not gonna happen. So good. But I just wanted you guys to know what was going on, and that, Samantha did the same thing. And I'm with her. I followed her because I wanted to make sure that this stuff didn't happen again, because that's not fun. It's not freaking fun to have stuff disappear and you don't know where it went. But I did get the stuff back. The one thing, I ordered it again. I got it cheaper. Still wasn't the price I liked, but I did get it cheaper. So I am able to do it for a Match Made in Heaven's Vlogmas. But which you guys should already know what it is, technically, because of when I did that one Morning Grace. So you guys actually should already, well, yeah, because I did bring it up. So basically, That one I can tell you because you already do know. You will see the pina colada in that one. That is the only Vlogmas flavor you will see, but you'll probably not remember it at that time. But, because if you remember, I was confused because I was trying to find that one in the apple cider donut because I was going to show you both of the Halloween flavors. And the, birthday flavor for Lexi. Well, I couldn't find the pina colada because it disappeared. So I was going to show you both of those, and I thought, I was going to show you both the Halloween flavors, and I thought I had shown you the pina colada instead, is what it was. Because the pina colada was missing, and we didn't know it at the time. But it will be in the Vlogmas because you guys were told about that one. I forgot about that. So yeah, I did forget about that. That was a big duh. So will that be on Vlogmas since it was already spoken? Probably not, honestly. Now that I think about it, probably not. So since that was already told, I probably will go ahead and do that on a Morning Grace instead of Vlogmas because, yeah, that one was already mentioned. I forgot. So yeah, that one won't be on Vlogmas. It will be on Morning Grace. Yeah, because you're going to have extra stuff for Vlogmas anyway. Yeah, so... And that one really wouldn't fit. Well, it would, though. Oh, Mommy, Home Alone 2. Oh, I get it. Florida, tropical. Okay, Mom, smart aleck. Yeah, I'm a smart aleck. I'm a smart aleck. I forgot. Never mind. But I forgot that happened. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm drinking today because that is going to be something that will be told in a few days. And I'll probably put it on all three just because Samantha's on the other one. So, yep. So that one will probably go because this will be a taste test as well. Even though it's already being tasted, it'll be a taste test itself because, yeah. And since it's all three, I'm not going to tell what it is right now. And it's really good. And we'll have more time now, me and Samantha, to get more stuff figured out. And you will see at least 6 tests in March, new ones, specials. Because we are doing a special and that will be over on Far Out. So if you have not subscribed over to Far Out, please feel free to do so because you will see a wedding gift on there because Samantha is getting married in March and she gets to pick a flavor that I try as her gift. That is Samantha's gift. So if you want to see what that is, feel free to go over there and subscribe over there, and you'll find out what that is, because it's going to be fun. And you'll see lots of birthday things for my birthday, because I'm going to be doing that on the 1st and 2nd. Getting that done. Which unfortunately won't be done with music either, unless we can get that bug figured out. Which really honestly tees me off. I mean, there is a birthday song that I wrote, but it won't fit, so yeah. Had I known that was going to hit, I would have gone ahead and done it all myself that day, but I had no idea that was going to come up, which it really, really sucks. So if anybody knows what's going on, please feel free to let us know in the comments what the heck is happening. Because I don't know what in the world to do, how to get the music over into my studio now, that AI generated songs that we use. So if anybody knows, please let us freaking know, or privately email us a contact so that we can talk to them, because we can't do tributes without our AI generated help. And that's been pretty stressful too, because when we both found that out, it was like, oh my God. And when you're paying big money for it and then you can't use it, it's like, whoa, wait a minute here. So if anybody knows, please, please let me and Mom know, because yikes. Cause it's crazy. It's just freaking crazy. Because it's not the cheapest in the world to be paying for, and if you can't use it, that's not good. Especially when it's therapy for, you know, when you're having anxiety and stuff. And then Friday, last week, I had one of them nasty headaches that just knocked me to the ground. It wasn't pretty. That's all I'll say about that. It was bad. But basically, you guys, I get headaches that completely hurt so bad that it makes me sick at my stomach. Literally sick at my stomach. And it did. It made me absolutely nauseated. And those headaches freaking suck. And I hate it. I freaking hate it. Those type of headaches really freaking suck. Oh, hiccups. But I do have, actually, excuse me, no, I don't have 2. I have 3 for Far Out that I have to record, not 2. So yeah, I have another coffee shop that I went to on Saturday. So yeah. And I might do, when I do this thing for Morning Grace, I'm going to find out some more details for this Vlogmas, because I want to make this as cool as I possibly can this year, so it's going to be fun. And I think I know how I'm going to start it. Oh, no, you're not. Are you serious? Yep. Oh. So, we're going to have fun with it. And I'm going to find some stuff out from Mom, and we're going to have fun with it. Because 2028, we're calling it the 5-year Christmas party. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be. I already know what it's going to be. And I think Samantha's going to love it too. And if I can pull it off, it's going to be freaking fun. And basically, let me tell you, the opening song, oh God, it's a freaking earworm and a freaking half. But the closer, that is a song that I might use more than just for that, because oh my God, that closing song, y'all. It started off innocent enough. I was talking about, Christmas, how we're celebrating Jesus' birth and everything, but then it turned into that promise of a lifetime situation. And it turned into a knock you down into tears ballad. It turned into a beautiful. It's the Christmas and the band played Waltzing Matilda. Yeah, pretty much, except not that graphic. But yeah. Because you're thinking at first, oh, it's just about, you're like, oh, this is pretty. It's just about, celebrating Jesus' birth. Then all of a sudden, kabammy, it goes into the promise of a lifetime that we made to our town. And it's like, ow, knock you out. Yeah, like rip your heartstrings, man. Ouchie, ouch. Yeah, because that's exactly the way I was in the band played Waltzing Matilda. It was like, oh, this is pretty. You hear the first verse, you're going, oh, this is pretty. Then he goes into the part about, talking about the war, starts describing how, their blood stained the sand and the water. You're going, oh, wait a minute. Whoa, back up. What the heck am I listening to? Yeah, I'm telling y'all. If you love story songs and you love true stories, That's your one right there. And there's several versions of it. Liam Clancy's got a great version, The High Kings. The original is fantastic by the amazing Eric Bogle, who actually wrote it. Ouch. That song is a tearjerker, I'm telling ya. If you're one who gets emotional, yeah, there's somebody else who heard it and thought it was funny, and I'm like, you ain't right. Honey, you ain't right. If you think that is funny and you don't cry over a true story of somebody, yeah, okay. Girlfriend, you're saying I ain't right when I role play. You ain't right if you don't cry over a person being hurt more. Okay, I guess we both ain't right then. But yeah, because this same person that was like making fun of me, because saying that, oh, you ain't right in the head because you play and you role play as an adult. Let's say, where's the imagination? Even Samantha is like, Samantha backed me up and she says, where is people's imagination anymore? I mean, as an adult, let your inner kid out. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing wrong. Those of you who follow us, you get it. Most of you understand that. If you're following this channel, let your inner kid go. There's nothing wrong with being a big kid. Nothing. No. I mean, look at ventriloquism. You want to tell me he's, weird just because he's, like Jeff Dunham. He has puppets. Adults, kids, heck, a dead terrorist. I mean, he's funny. And people adore the crap out of that guy. But also, at the same time, they call him a weirdo. Guys, I'm just going to say it. We all have our quirks. We all have things that we want to hide. But you know what? If we were all the exact same, this world would be boring. Okay, this world would be a boring place to live. Just saying. It would be a boring place to live if we were all, if we were all doing the same thing and being quote unquote normal. One person's normal is not the other person's normal. What's normal is who you are right now. You are normal the way you are. If you collect Hot Wheels, you're still normal. Adults collect Hot Wheels too, not just children. Okay? What people think is children's stuff isn't always children's stuff. I know a woman who's an adult, and I'm not going to say names. Well, you probably already know who I'm talking about if you know us. She's an adult in her 50s and loves the Flintstones. So? She's a freaking adult. She loves cartoons. So what? She collects Flintstone characters. Let me tell you, I like mini stuff. She showed me her little mini Flintstone characters. They're freaking adorable. They're just teeny tiny. Just don't drop them or you'll lose them. They're just little micros, like itty bitty little babies that you can hold them in the palm of your freaking hand and you can wrap your fingers around them. I mean, they're just little bitty. But I even found, because you guys know how I like to cook, I found a tiny, now of course I don't own them, but I thought they were cute. A teeny tiny little cup, like, it was like a little pot, and it looks like a cup. You could drink out of it. I mean, it was that little. A tiny little bitty freaking skillet. And I think there was a little bitty griddle too. So freaking cute, y'all. Just so freaking cute. And I'm like, I love it. It's cute. But, I mean, everybody has their little things they love, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there are things, and Lonzie's the one that told me this. Instead of you know, trying to understand what people are going through and why people do what they do, they just laugh at you, make fun of you, and judge you. And that's not cool. Because you know what? They have things that they're not secretly telling either. Keep that in mind. You know, they have things that they don't understand either. Like, there's part of my life that, you know, I don't want to share, but there's also parts that I do. Everybody doesn't need to know everything about your life, but at the same time, you also don't want to be the type that judges people because you don't understand something. It's one thing to go, hey, you know, I don't understand why you do the virtual thing. Can you explain that? But instead, people have a habit of going, well, you know, you should get a dog or a cat, or you should adopt a child, or you should, you know, you shouldn't give all your love to a hunk of plastic. You know, that's dangerous. That's just fantasy. That's you know, it's harmful to you. No, it's not. Having a reborn family is not harmful to somebody. People just don't get it. And I'm sharing this because recently Mom commented on a video. And this person was a little witch to her. And that's the nicest way I could put it. And said to her, well, why don't you get a dog or a cat instead of giving your love to a piece of plastic? Okay, I'm gonna very nicely explain this to everyone, and I'm doing this on Far Out as well. And like I said, Far Out is usually not one where I do a lecture, but I'm putting this on any channel I can put this on. The reason virtual is easier for me and Mom is because society doesn't want us to adopt a physical human child. Society doesn't want that for a blind or autistic person. There are some people with disabilities that get to, but from what I heard, they're strictly watched. They're, you know, some of them are anyway. And most of the people with disabilities that I know that have theirs have a sighted partner. There might be a few very lucky and blessed exceptions to the rule, but where me and Mom are, no, they would take them in a New York minute. And I'm going to tell you right now, trigger warning, Mom, I'm bringing it up. Because you gave me permission to, and I'm just going to say she did give me permission to talk about this, but I'm giving her a TW, a trigger warning. And those of you who are also in this situation that Mom was, trigger warning in advance. I'm going to talk about some really hard stuff here. Mom miscarried twice. She also gave birth to a stillborn son. And that's why she does what she does. When you lose a child, it is not an easy thing, you guys. When she lost Seth, it took everything out of her. And she needed something to comfort her, you I'm not a stillborn mother, but I had a stillborn sister. So I can empathize with her in the fact of losing a little one that way, because I had to go through it. And let me explain what I mean by that. I was the one that my baby brother held on to all the time. Besides mom, of course, I was the one my youngest brother clung to. Because when he was in her stomach, he had a sister that he grew up with. He had a twin that was a little girl, okay? When he came out, he was alone because his sister died at birth. Because his umbilical cord, or his foot got caught on her umbilical cord and choked her oxygen off and took her life. The doctor tried everything in his power to save her, to no avail. And that baby screamed and screamed and screamed, and you could barely calm him down for weeks. Like when he would go into a tantrum, he would cry for hours. And I asked the doctor, I said, what's got him doing that? And he told me, sat straight up. He said, sis, he called me sis because I was a sister. He said, sis, he had a twin. When he came out, he didn't have anyone. So this big world is scary to him. And I mean, it's hard, you guys, to lose a child. It is. It's hard to lose a baby. And she also, at that time, she had lost her fiance. A man that she wanted to spend the rest of her damn life with, y'all. She lost the love of her life, a good man who was going to respect her and love her for who she freaking was, autistic and all. Me, that one, I can't fathom, okay? Losing the love of your life, ow. I could see why she would want a husband like Rich, who, in my opinion, is like Mike. A virtual version of Mike. From what she described Mike to me, that reminds me so much of Dad. It's freaking scary. And as far as I go, you guys, I've never, in my 41 years of life, had a man who loved me for who I was. Had a man who wanted me for who I was. When they find out about my reborns, they just turn around and run. Which is why I do the virtual. Because nobody in this real world accepts Christy. Accepts any of my VKs or SKs. They can't handle this. They can't do it. Or they just won't do it. One of the two. And it's sad, you guys. Because if I had true love, honestly, if I would have had a true love right before I got into this virtual thing, if the person that I was with at the time would have just been a true love like I hoped, I probably wouldn't have been doing this. Collecting the reborns, yes. But doing this, no. But that person just wasn't in it. He wasn't into a relationship. He didn't want to talk relationship talk. He didn't want affection. He didn't, And of course, I'm not saying names, but the guy, he didn't want the affection at all. And it's, when you are treated so bad, you need an escape, to dream, to live the life you long to have. And we know, you guys, we know that it's not real, okay? We know the difference between reality and virtual reality, okay? We know the difference. We're not stupid. We know that reborns are not real. We know that they're made of plastic or silicone. We know this, okay? We're not stupid. But we long to have reality, but reality doesn't accept us for who we really are. Blind and autistic. In Mom's case, she's blind and autistic. I'm blind. As far as getting a cat or a dog, okay, these people want to say, okay, instead of giving your love to a reborn, give your love to a dog or a cat. You want to tell me that getting licked by a puppy tongue or a kitty tongue is the same as getting a touch or a kiss from a child? Look me in the eyes and tell me that's the same damn thing. I dare you to come up to me and say, Scarlett, that is the exact same feeling. Getting a kiss from a puppy or a kitty is the same as getting a peck on the cheek from a child. Because if you do, I'm going to call you a liar, because it's not. Getting a hug from a child is not the same as petting a cat or a dog. A cat or a dog cannot fulfill that human interaction. Sorry, I have cats, I know. I've had a dog before, I know. Also, some places you can't have cats or dogs in your house. What do you do then, genius? If you can't have a cat or a dog in your house, what do you do? If you're not allowed to adopt a real human child, what do you do? Just sit around and watch TV and be a hermit? No. It doesn't work that way. Sorry. That's no fun. Also, there are also people who are allergic to cats and dogs. They cannot have pets. So there's that to take into consideration. Also, you don't know that the reborn mom also does have a cat or a dog, because Mom has both. I have 2 cats. So sitting there telling people what they should and shouldn't do with their life is wrong. We don't tell others what to do with their lives, so we shouldn't be told what to do with ours. And we know a lot of you guys are not doing that, but we're posting this for people who, have a habit of flying off at the mouth and not knowing what they're talking about. And I had thought it was on our Special Awesome Family until Mom explained to me that it was a comment that she made, and I seen it. And I wasn't heavy. And I've been trying to figure out a way to do this, and this today was like, hey, since I'm already on this, I found a way to slide it in while I'm calmed down a little bit more than I was. Because let me tell you, when I found out, I was ready to snap. Because you don't put my mom down and get away with this. That doesn't work. Sienna's probably going, oh boy. Sienna's probably sitting here going, I wouldn't want to see you when you're mad, Scarlett. No. No, Sienna, no. When Scarlett gets mad, and that's usually off of YouTube, I basically record messages for myself, because when I get mad, especially when I'm under anxiety stress, I scare myself. I get mad and I just fly and I just let loose. Basically in a journal is what I do. And that's another thing for those that don't know. If you do a journal entry and you, like, let's say you wrote, hypothetically, let's just say, oh, I wrote a poem for you 20 years ago, a friendship poem. And oops, we lost contact. Oopsie, we're back in contact again. And you send it to them, make sure you tell them when you wrote it. Or if, for example, you send a file to somebody and you're upset, make sure it's somebody that ain't gonna give it to somebody else, because I've had that happen where people have given files that I've sent them where I was really upset. These files, when you record them, let's say somebody wrote me a file or recorded me a file 5 years ago, and they lost contact with me and they wanted to say, hey, you know, I had a baby and the baby is 3 months old. Then they find me and they send it to me and it'll tell me, oh, that happened today. Oh, you have a 3-month-old? No, honey, he's 5. Oh. It will not tell you the truth on the time when the file is recorded. Voice memos does not do that, neither does Backpack. So if you were to send a file, now if you send it directly right when you record it, it'll say the right date. But if you send a file you've written, like when it's set up, it'll tell you like, hey, this was recorded in 2022. If you save it in the studio, it'll keep it that way. Unless it decides to eat your files, then it won't. So I would always recommend, if you have a journal, put it in a couple other places so you don't lose it and just get it out of there. But it will give you the date only in the studio. It will not do it it will not do it on the correct date if you send it. Like you could send something you recorded 3 years ago right now to someone and it'll give you today's date. And so if somebody thinks you're mad at them today and that was 3 years ago, they're gonna be like, what did I do to you today? I didn't do nothing. You know, so be careful what you send people because it does not give you the correct dates when you send things. I wanted to warn you about that too. But yeah. And if you are trying to clear out storage, and let's say you do use other apps, go into that folder, because there's a folder that says the app's name in your Files app. Even if you've cleared it out, let's say you've wanted to save the memories, you added them to Dropbox, you cleared them out of the Files app. Guys, listen to me. Go into the folder that's that specific app. For example, Recorder HQ Pro has its own. in the Files app. Backpack Studio has its own. Go in and clear them out of that app too. And then if you're putting it up to the camera roll, also clear your camera roll and then go clear out the deleted videos too. Clear it out of your Photos app, then clear it, go into your deleted and get it out of there. That is the maximum amount of storage you can save when you're clearing out files. I found that out recently as well, and I'm trying to get as much information to you guys as I can on all of this for those that just wanted this. And far out, you guys are getting some repeats, and I apologize, but just in case new people haven't seen it yet. But though, you know, because this is a triple thing, and there's not going to be songs in this, but because this is a serious discussion thing, but I just want you guys to realize that, you know, changes will happen in your life. You might not always like them, but if you want to be as successful as you can, and you know for a fact schedules are getting so crammed you can't do anything, and you want something to take off and succeed, you got to figure out what you can let go of and what you can't. What you absolutely can't, because otherwise you're going to be wearing so thin that you're not going to be able to be successful in what you long to be. Which is why I let go of the other thing, because it was like I wasn't able to do it anyway, and my easiest way of doing this I didn't have yet. And doing this all in Backpack and running these vlogs with Backpack, it's just like, okay, that's not an easy thing. Sorry guys, oh geez. But I just want everybody to realize that, you know, again, you know, people have their differences too. You know, you have your success stories, you're going to have your ups and downs. But if you keep fighting for what you long for, you're going to get it. But you've got to do your part and clear your schedule up to make room for it. And you're going to have your ups and downs. At the same time, when you see somebody out there who's different than you, that you don't understand, they have a lifestyle you don't understand, or they have a difference that you don't understand, don't make fun of them, because, you know, you don't know what their past was like. Okay? You don't know what their struggles are. You don't know what, you know, they've gone through. And you never know. That person who is different than you might end up being your best friend for life. You just don't know. Okay? You just don't know. Okay? I just want you guys to realize that you just don't know. You just don't know what you're going to, you know, you're going to run into in life. Who you're going to run into in life. Where you're going to run into them. So just be mindful of people, guys. Because being judged really freaking hurts. I just want you guys to know that, because it is not fun. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I swear this cup feels heavy even though it's been drank, like a lot of it. These things are heavy, and it's just crazy how heavy they actually are. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on and tell you what's going on, why I've kind of been AWOL for a while. But now I'll be back a lot more, hopefully. And I'll be able to get more things done. I'll have more energy now because I've let go of the other thing. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys again next time. Remember, those over there on Far Out, remember, have a great cup of coffee, whatever way you like it, whatever flavor you like, whatever creamer flavor you like, whatever combination you like, and haha, if I get you under the scarlet spell, I'm proud of myself. Anyway, and you know, remember, guys, we will be back again soon. If you've got a promise, always remember to keep it. That's something new I'm going to start saying on A Match Made in Heaven now. Thank you, Christmas in our hearts. You guys will get where I get that from in several years down the road. But anyway, a couple years down the road. But anyway, guys, remember, you're special. You're awesome. You matter. You belong. You are loved. And you are safe. Be back soon, everyone. Have a great day. And God bless.